cheater, though.
What?
He's such a cheater, Hawkeye. Because I was hiding, we play this game, hide the bone, hide the treats, or hide the cookie. And today was a cookie. Look, he's still looking. And I leave him in the kitchen where he shouldn't be able to see around the bend, and I hide little pieces all over the place. He's still he's still looking for them. But what usually he's good, but this time he was peeking. He was looking down.
He
Cheaters never.
was watching. He
Yeah,
ain't dumb. He ain't
I
dumb.
know. Good afternoon, everybody. We're on a bit earlier than we said we'd be,
That's really funny.
because we don't care about your time.
It's
Just kidding.
all
Uh,
about the time.
well,
Come when we can.
one day we'll get it straight, Joe.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, "Hey, we're on right now,"
Hey,
which,
hey,
it's
hey.
not, it's okay to do that once in a while, but not every time that we need
Hey,
to.
Joseph.
Um, we want to talk and chillax, and there's a lot of things. Oh, what Alan sent me was really great. I'm very appreciative. Joseph, Joseph, you too, you sent me a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
I already posted a couple things. All right, Joe, I'm ready.
She's ready. Ready.
You know, I
Yeah.
can't believe it though. McDonald's, I thought McDonald's and Trump were like hand in hand.
Yeah. He likes that fast food, doesn't he? He does.
McDonald's came out with an Obama value meal. You didn't, Joe, you're the one that listens to all the news. How did you not hear about this?
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, it goes like this: order anything you want, and the person in back pays for it. Did I get you?
He did. I'm going, what the hell? I hadn't heard that. I never heard anything like that. What's that?
But I had
What?
you,
There's
didn't
something I haven't heard?
I? I had you though.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Next time I'm in line, I go, this is the Obama meal, right? The guy in back of me pays.
That's
That's
right. The guy in back, you got to pay for it.
right.
Ah.
That would be hilarious, man, if somebody really started doing that. Okay.
But I wouldn't put it past people.
Well, then
Uh,
the guy, then they'd start going, well, I'll go ahead and have that one too. That's what I'm having.
right. I'll have what he's having.
Yeah. I'll have what they're having, please. And thank you. Have it, Joe. Oh, that's the other one.
You, maybe we should tell them what we're doing, a little bit of what we're thinking about the flat earth and the round earth thingy.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you think?
I don't want to give it away, but we have an idea of what we're going to do, and we're going to do it live on Zoom.
Hmm.
And
We're going to show you.
yeah, we're going to show you. And we're going to prove to ourselves, at least. You don't have
And
to believe it.
hmm
Um, if the world is flat or round.
hmm
And what I find most interesting is the actual lunar eclipse, because that's what they make fun of the flat earthers for, because the lunar eclipse, you don't see a disc, right? You don't see a flat earth with a round top. The whole, you know, it's all covered.
Everything
Unless
seems to be
unless the
rounded.
earth is that thick
Hmm?
that it's but then they're going to say something like the distance of the moon, and they come up with all this stuff. You can't really outsmart a flat earther. They've have all the sciences wrapped around it, and then on top of it, God, which I don't like. I don't like the fact that that was one of the things that they rely on, from what I've heard from a few of them, flat earthers, not just the ones in our group. They seem to say it's always against God. And I just, like, I don't see it. I don't buy that. It, maybe they're against God and they're faking the whole thing. What was it? What was the percentage that believed in America? 2%? 2% of Americans, was it?
For what?
You did it earlier.
I
2%
did, I
of
did,
the
I did, I
people
did.
in America believe in the flat earth or something like that. That's
Yeah.
not a very
I
high
actually
amount.
have a lot. I have some graphs. I have all kinds of stuff.
Get up here. Come on now. Say you want to say hi. Oh, you want to thank me? He's thanking me for the cookies. He's very, very polite. You're a good boy. High five. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah.
What's the first of
But
it? Yeah.
can we tell the
They
news?
found
Can you
two
tell
two
the news?
percent of Americans firmly believe that the earth is
Earth is
flat,
flat.
with differences segmented by age, religion, income, and political affiliation.
Really?
Yep.
Really? So what are
Hmm.
they going to say? Because the ones I know, well, there's one or two. There's one or two, maybe, but the rest are religious and conservative. Out of maybe seven that I know, and I don't know, there's maybe four or five that I have seen that do videos and podcasts like the one Mama Helen introduced us to. He calls himself a flat earther. Trevor Ty Tyler, what is that?
I don't. I can't remember that guy's name. I know who you're talking
His
about.
last name is Hanson, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
Hanson, but his first name always escapes me. I don't know why.
Tyler or Trevor or
Tyler, Taylor or Tyler.
Trevor.
I'm sorry. Certain
Apologize, dude.
things
We do watch your shit. We do, but
once in a while, yeah.
mhm.
It's interesting,
It is. I mean,
but I
it's like
think
some of the
certain things,
stuff that he's got to say. I mean, it does stand to reason, and I give it to him because that's why I watch it because it
some
does stand to reason.
some
Some of
of
it.
it is I could believe
However,
totally. Yeah.
some of it doesn't doesn't meet the physical sciences part or the or the physics of it all. It just doesn't work.
What
Some
you
of
mean?
what he says, it just doesn't make sense.
Well,
So that to
he
me,
he shows pictures of people and he's like, this is clearly these markings, and then the
on that stuff, I believe
people in the yeah,
because
but
there's some
people in the
stuff.
comments are saying that it's not like that. And
Hmm.
anybody could really mark up a photo.
Well, there's
I'm
truth
not
in there,
saying he did,
right?
but
There's truth
anybody
in there,
else could.
right?
So
But he did
he's
find that, so
I
he
like a
did
lot of
find
his
that.
stuff, but
Mhm.
Barron is not Elvis's kid. No matter how hard
No,
he
that no,
tried,
that's
if
a
you
little
look
far
at
fetched.
Trump,
Yeah.
if you look at Trump at a younger age, Barron is just identical to him.
Oh, that's a
Okay?
Trump.
This is coming
Barron
from
is definitely a
artist,
Trump.
Mr. Hanson, a
Hmm.
very good artist.
Hmm.
I'll say it, I've been doing it for over 40 years, and
Yeah.
I'm not even 49 myself.
When a
Taking
Joseph
classes,
says
so
when a flat earther can walk me to the very edge of a flat earth and show me the other side, I might believe.
right, seeing is all believing. And
Right.
that's the other thing. Like Dana has his pilot license, but he
Hmm.
cannot in a small plane. He's never flew a jet plane. He cannot in a small plane go up 35,000. Uh
50. 50.
no,
That's
you
what it
can
says.
see the curvature at 35, but it's more comfortable at 50. And the other thing is the telescope at the beach theory. You
Mhm.
can use a telescope and see well, but your eyes can't see that well. There's a conflict there.
Mhm.
And it's also, I gotta ask him if he's actually done that. Has any flat earther actually gone to the beach with a regular telescope and actually have done this? Because after like, what was it that we calculate? 69, almost 69 miles. Um, then you start seeing the curvature of the earth every 69 or so miles.
Mhm.
The eye, the human eye, if the world was flat, could see 50 miles straight. It still wouldn't see the curvature of the earth. So there's some mathematical problems there.
There are some. But then at 3 miles, you can't see the ground. It starts to curve.
And then you started suggesting that it was different when you're actually on a ship in the water.
Right. So if you think about this, okay, look at it like this. Water. Think about water like this. When you fill up a glass of water, okay, and you fill it up so high that it almost is almost to go over the edge, but not quite. But it's taller than the edge. The water, there's more water than, do you know what I mean? How the edge of the water is up above the brim,
Yes,
but it
but
hasn't
it's
spilt
still
over.
holding on. Yeah,
That's what water does. That's how
because
you
water
spice
is a
things up.
substance tighter than gas.
And it moves.
Right,
And it moves.
right. We might not see it move, but it always moves. Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
Everything moves. This is my problem with the flat earth, my biggest problem. I've never drawn
Mhm,
anything flat in my life.
mhm.
It might look it.
Yeah,
Um, but even if the
understand.
earth is flat, you can't call it flat because you got trees and mountains and things that make it unflat. And then you have a giant dome, which makes it unflat.
And if
I mean,
the
what
and
if
if
that
the
is a part of the earth? So the earth is living and it has this blue ice as a dome. Is that a flat earth? I
mm,
see, I don't like the terminology either because most of them call it a donut.
everything seems to be curved, even you. I mean, we're rounded,
And
aren't we?
if we are flat
Fingers.
in like a
Nothing's
petri
flat.
dish sort of thing, unless it is a living earth, part of the living earth, like its lungs or something.
We are
It's
too small and insignificant to
it
see
makes
or really feel
yes.
the curvature of the
That's
earth.
why you have to be very, I think you have to be somewhat, you have it seems that religious people really believe in it
Mhm.
because they have no problem how God wants to handle their lives, but I do.
Right.
I don't like being in a petri dish.
Me
I did not sign up for this.
either. Yeah,
That no, I'm not kidding.
me either.
What's the point of me being born? I already don't know what the fuck has been happening. We haven't had control. My father, your grandparents, your great grandparents have not had control of their fucking lives. Why are we born? And on top of it, you're going to tell me we're in some kind of experimental dish? A flat thing? Flat?
I don't think so.
That's the most boring
We
concept.
rotate.
Flat. I just, I have,
Mm.
I have a lot of animosity towards this. Not the subject, but I'm like fighting with myself. But I think we did. I think we conquered a few decisions of how we're going to prove it ourselves. Other people,
Mhm.
I've seen regular everyday people put up these balloons. They spend thousands of dollars on doing this with these GoPro cameras, and you see a round Earth.
And we've
Um,
already got the math
there's
figured out and everything, man.
NASA, SpaceX, s- um, Space Force, all showing. Well, not. I don't know
Hmm.
about Space Force. Couple things on Space Force. Yeah, no, Space Force too. All showing round planets. Now, also Dana brought up, and I didn't mean to go because we have so much to talk about, but Dana brought up that Arizona and Mars, they have the same sandy look with the red clay look. Yes, because we were all once one. Mars was part of Earth. The moon was part of Earth. Something broke us up. That's what happens. If you drop a rock hard enough on the floor, it's going to crack into pieces, but it's going to still have the same elements, which makes sense how Pangea happened. Is that what it's called? Pangea?
Yeah, Pangea was
One,
continent.
yeah. And the continental drift theory, I think.
Maybe
So
that's when they built the pyramids.
if something hit us the size of the Grand Canyon, could have been a spaceship. Who the hell knows?
Right.
It could have broken up all these. I mean, that's how I see it. I can't see. And sure, I'll believe in the ice walls. I'll believe that there's other creatures on this earth. I'll believe in a lot. Maybe there is some kind of layer up top, but it's penetrable because I don't know. We'll find out, won't we, Joe? I'm going to
We
stop
will.
with this because we'll do our experiment. We'll tell everybody
And
in a
then
week
we'll
or
show
two when
you
it's over,
live.
and we're going to
Yes,
show you
sir.
live
Hmm.
our experiment because we have
Hmm.
everything we need,
Yep, we do.
including each other.
Yep, we got it, man. We're gonna show you. We're gonna prove it. Yeah, it'll be cool.
Well,
It'll be
I
cool.
hope it proves it.
It
I hope
will,
so.
man. It will.
It will to us, I believe, too. You know. All right. We have a lot to talk about anyhow. Which
We
one are you
did.
going to start with? Because I like them all.
Oh, I
All the
know.
subjects.
Let's talk about the one, only one housemaker, the
Yeah.
very only one
Durr.
that voted against cracking down. She voted against a bill
She.
that cracks down on the Mexican cartel's use of tunnels underneath the southwestern border to smuggle illegal immigrants and illicit items into the U.S. All right. The vote was it was a bipartisan uh, bill and vote, and it passed with 402 to 1.
She was the only one.
She's the only one that said, no, we should still have tunnels underneath the southwest border so they can
Well,
smuggle
you know what's
people.
going to happen. She's
Guess
going
who
to
it
be
was?
gone.
Guess who it was?
I don't know who.
None
Maybe.
other than Rashida Tlaib from Michigan.
Yeah.
Get rid of that woman already.
Pakistani.
Throw her
You know,
out of here.
when she
Shouldn't
got
be. I
into
don't care. She
office,
shouldn't be
what did
on
she
top.
do? She didn't raise the American flag and then maybe perhaps the Pakistan. No, she raised the Pakistani. This is a win for Pakistan. No, it's not, honey. No, it's not. I don't mind Pakistani people in our country. Some people might. I do
Mm-hmm.
not. But this is no way because you got it. You represent our country, not your people. Do not. That's racism. That's racism. We try to keep that out of America since America happens to be a bunch of different ethnicities. My God,
That's
imagine
right.
that.
That is so true.
All
That's
right, what's
America is all races and ethnicities
yeah,
mixed.
it doesn't make sense. How can
Yeah.
we all live together and be racist? It's stupid.
Yeah,
Besides
we're
the fact
not.
that we're
You know what,
human.
people? You know what? You think
That's our
about it. When you
racist
go to work,
humanity.
when you
Human.
go to work or when you go out and you see people who you see, and a lot of times if you don't talk anything about politics, nobody cares what you are, and you be friendly towards each other. Then when you say the first thing about politics, you become angry at each other. It don't make no sense. That's not
It
how
doesn't.
Americans are.
It's the vibrations.
That's what they say. I think they should get rid of the
I
parties.
really believe it happens to be
They should
those
get rid of the
vibrations
parties.
that young lady was
Hmm.
telling us about
Yeah,
yes
I do
on the
too.
show.
I agree with you.
There has to be something to it. There's no way that you could be so against making America great because of one man. And that's the other thing. They don't take it out on the policies. They take it out on the men and the women. It, no, they're policy makers because of what we voted them in to do. Eh, People have spoken. Oh, what's next on the agenda?
The tariff, the additional 25% is adding on. Trump is adding on to Canada because they decided that they were going to add a 25 tariff onto the people that are buying electricity from Canada. There's a few states, what, Michigan, Minnesota, and New York. It will cost up to $400,000 a day in increase if they do that. So Trump
Why would
added
we
on an
mess
extra
with Trump?
25%. Yeah, you can't. Stop
Listen,
doing it.
these Democrats are too broke to make a fire in the forest. They're
Hmm.
too broke to fly airplanes with metals to disease us.
They're going to
They are
hurt
not
themselves.
allowing these people to run around anymore.
Yep.
And there's kind of proof about this, my friends. So those that are watching other people and they're saying, "Oh no, we're still fighting this." I gotta listen to Dave X22. I haven't, but I'm positive he's gonna say exactly what I'm saying. Everything is in control. Trump has everything in control.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
His dream team of Avengers are in control. And they could not, for many reasons, including those vibrations, allow these people to still live. They had to take care of it. I'm sorry. You are
Yeah,
not going to see their natural deaths. You're going to see them on analog video. I've known this for about 10 years, 8, 9,
that's
10
what she
years.
keeps saying too. I
And I
know.
have to, yes. And I had to just say, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? This isn't a game.
It's not a
This
game.
was even worse than World War III. This is
Yeah.
something we have been in such a deep sleep.
Hmm. They almost took our lives away.
They did. They took our freedoms. They
Well,
took our
yeah, yeah.
liberties one by one. They were
Mm.
killing our children. They were
They
killing
were,
our unborn
they
children.
were eating them.
They were poisoning our foods, our deodorants, our shampoos, our perfumes, our toothpastes. These are not people that can still be like left around they're gone, my friends. Dana, Helen, Joseph, all my good friends out there. Susan, I'm not sure what you believe. I know Patch believes it. I know Patch believes they're gone. We haven't heard from Patch in a while. He's
We
mad at
have.
me.
He
He's
is
allowed to.
mad at us.
Everybody's allowed to be mad at each other,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
but just go back on those good vibes. That means a lot. I've
You
been
believe
trying
what you
to,
believe.
right?
Can't help it. But you need to wake up. You need to start looking at things. It's hard. It's hard for me. I'm
The
having a hard time
the
with it too.
best way to think of it is the simplest, the better.
Mhm.
Everything is going to be very simple now.
I'm
I'm
trying to
going to
wake up.
share what Alan shared with what what's going on with gold, which is unbelievable. If anybody watched that video and Megaphone, please come on and you explain it because economics is not one of my fortes. I am very honest, geography and economics. No more
Oh.
for you. All right, what's next, brother? What are we at?
Well, that kind of leads into that one guy who's part Canadian and part American, Mr. Judge.
The Amir guy?
Yeah.
What was it? Spell his last name again. It didn't seem
Uh, Amir Ali, Ali. Amir is his first name, and
Amir.
Ali is his last name.
Ali.
Hmm.
Amir
He,
Ali? That was it? I don't
yeah,
remember that.
Judge Amir Ali, a Biden
Okay.
appointee, said in the ruling that Trump administration likely exceeded its constitutional authority in attempting to block payments owed by the State Department and the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, to the grant recipients and foreign aid contractors.
Right.
He said, here the executive has unilaterally deemed that funds Congress appropriated for foreign aid will not be spent. Right.
This dude.
This
Who is
guy,
it?
He's half Canadian, he's and half American. He was appointed
Amir
by yeah, he was appointed
by
by
Obama.
Joe Biden. He was not elected. You cannot order the president, Judge. Throw this piece of shit out of our country already. God, I'm so sick and tired of this shit. Born in Canada in
Order the
1985.
president around. You know why?
Yeah,
Because he is the commander in
yeah.
chief.
He was born in 85 in Canada. He holds a dual citizenship in the US
85, he's a
and Canada.
baby.
He only became a citizen in 2019 and was nominated by the dumb shit Joe Biden
I
in
thought I had a big
February
ego.
of 24. So he's just been a judge for a year. He's a radical judge. He should be thrown off the
It
fucking
sounds
bench.
like an
He
act
has
to me
no
then.
right to be on the bench.
Yeah. No, they're just that's funny.
Fucking idiot.
I love it, guys. I don't know. I
It's
mean,
like,
to
come
me,
on,
it's all
guys,
an act.
already.
Grab your
Really?
popcorn and your cheddar flavoring, or what were Trump and Elon eating popcorn? They were using um liberals' tears to
Yeah,
salt
that's
their
all.
popcorn.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. Oh my
Go get
God.
your liberal friends some French fries.
French
Somebody ought to send this judge some French fries and a wabber.
crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Crazy,
yeah,
crazy, crazy. Did you have more? You had one other thing, I
I
think. I
did.
didn't put it in the title because it was a very long title already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was, what happened with AOC? Was it another Omar thing? Uh, AOC had illegal immigrants working
Oh,
for her.
she yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's in
yeah.
trouble for
Oh,
that. Hold on,
yeah.
hold on,
Oh,
hold on, hold
yeah.
on. Let me look
Oh,
for
yeah.
that
Oh,
that
yeah. Oh,
article. God,
yeah.
that was radical.
Am
I
I doing the
remember
hand
that.
signals again? Joe,
Oh
the
yeah.
secret. Joseph was. See, Rags, I call Joe Rags in sign language. So, Joseph, I'll call you Jay. Joseph. So, you know I'm talking to you. You, Joseph,
She did something. What did she
my
do?
friend, family. Who's friend now?
Oh, she AOC hired illegal aliens to work at the Capitol.
Oh, in the cap. That was, why not? Make it
Right?
obvious.
Mhm.
Like, sure.
That is totally, you are not allowed to hire illegal aliens. You're
We're not
not.
supposed to in general. Tyson could go fuck themselves
Yeah,
hiring 50,000 illegal aliens, and your chicken sucks.
yeah. There's a law against it on the books.
Of course.
So what gets me is what gave them the right to invite all these people in illegally like that? What gave them the right to do that?
Nothing. They took the right, like they
Called
take
treason.
everything else.
Mhm. It's called they committed treason against their own country.
All right.
And now we have done something.
Did you have another subject? Or am I going to start talking about the gold? Gold, gold, gold. Everybody loves money. That's why we talk about money. Everybody loves money. And I
Um,
don't understand money enough. You did. You had four subjects, not the
yeah,
AOC.
that was all of them.
Did we? I didn't know.
Oh no, here's the last one. Doge has canceled 200,000 credit cards linked to more than a dozen federal agencies in the result, in the audit. These credit cards were unused. They were showing that nobody was using them. They were just there. So what they were doing was if if one credit card ran out of money, they would say, "That's okay. I got this other credit card. Here you go, man. We can just use this one now." And that's what they were doing because they don't know how to control their spending. And it's proof that well, we got to keep the government going. We got to keep the budget going. Every year they come up with this. Why is it does it become an emergency every single year? And why is it the people that have to pay for their emergency, for them sitting on their ass and not fixing the budget in the first place? They have all year to fucking do that. That should be their first priority to do it. Shouldn't
Well,
take
now
them
they're
long.
going to do it, Joe.
Right.
I
Shouldn't take them
stop.
long.
We're not gonna think of the past anymore. We're gonna just concentrate on the future. This
Well,
is
that's
what
what
we
they're
have to
doing
do.
now.
And hopefully some of the sleepyheads will just start waking up and coming on our side. Oh, I see
Yeah.
what he's doing now. Because what's going on now is unbelievable. At this point, I think in general, Trump is saving each individual, each taxpayer about $1,600.
Hmm.
So far, he hasn't even been in for 3 full months.
Right. And that was just
What-
200,000 cards. There's like 4.6 million cards. Those are the ones that just showed that weren't being used
Who,
totally.
who do we know? Who owns those cards, Joe? Who do you think? Who do you think might own those cards? Do
Everybody
you
in the
think it's
kebab.
someone like you and I?
Oh, fuck no.
Like Mama Helen,
No.
Charles, Dana? No.
No. Some of them
Ellen?
probably are being used properly, but most of them aren't.
Like
Like the
Chelsea
one
Clinton
to
paying for her apartment building,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, the one going to Clinton's daughter.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
That
are
was
off today, my
I
friend.
am way off, way off.
That's okay. That's okay. Slow on the intake.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I put that up too
what?
about her as a meme.
AOC?
No, Clinton's daughter, how much she was getting
Oh yeah,
a
Chelsea.
year
Yes.
for so
Yeah.
many years, like freaking a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. There's other ways. There's other things they've had.
Yep. Time for them to give us our money back. If not,
Dodge
take it out of their skin.
Dodge is saving us 178 billion. 178 billion already. I think they're audited, they're auditing. Okay. The way I understand it, this gentleman, Allen Friday, I think that was his name, that which is strange because Alan shared it. Am I wrong? Was that guy's name Allen? And Alan shared it. Anyhow, he's trying to explain what's going on with gold at the moment. There's tons and tons of gold coming from Europe, and it's going to the Federal Reserve in New York City. That's 33 Liberty Street. I worked around there actually. Weight Watchers. I worked in a Weight Watchers over there. But you guys might know it, and I think he explains it. I've never seen Die Hard, but he says that's the same vaults that they use in Die Hard. That's where our gold is being put right now, all from Europe. This is not speculation, he said. This is fact. Gold from around Europe is coming and going straight into New York's vaults, into a Federal Reserve. Very well protected area, right?
Yeah, how come I wonder I was gonna ask that. Why haven't they gone into the vault already?
Okay, so I'm not sure. Well, they probably did. Trump probably went into it the first time. This is what I'm saying. You can't
Mm,
skip the timeline.
I think
Just
so. I might
because it's
believe you on
been
that one.
over 8 years doesn't mean
Hmm.
things weren't done back then.
Right.
Now we're auditing Fort Knox, is how he explains it. Oh, God, I hope I'm explaining this correctly. I hate talking about this. And this is crazy talk now. Okay. Um, whatever we're supposed to find there, there's some kind of bill or regulation or tradition. And he's saying that nobody can really explain this. But the gold in Fort Knox is only worth an ounce. And we did you hear this? Did you hear what he was saying?
Hmm.
Oh my God, yeah. Because of some law, it the gold is not up to date. They went in, he said that they went in the 1950s and they counted it all. And in the 1950s, I can't remember what he said it was worth. But at this time, it should be worth about $454 billion. But not at 42 an ounce. That would be closer to 3,000 an ounce, which it is at the moment. It's like, I think he said 2,940 something or 94. It was very close to 3,000. But because of this law and tradition, and some kind of maybe intent to sell, he couldn't really figure this out. Nobody can. It seems like a mystery, right? Um, that money would not be the same as it would be now. So maybe it is silver. Maybe Mama Helen's right. Maybe it's silver. But he also explained, oh, let me see if I have it in my phone. I hope I do because I couldn't remember it myself. All right. That if you look this stuff up, which is probably a .gov, I'm not exactly sure where he looked it up. It said that we recaptured assets, not seized, of over $7 trillion. If we seized assets, what's the difference, Joe? What do you think the difference is?
I believe seizing assets is like physical things, like buildings, cars, boats,
No, it
planes.
could be money.
It could be with gold
You
bars,
usually do seize
cashed up
people,
money,
but seizing means, okay,
taking
well,
over,
let's go
taking over.
opposite. What does recaptured mean?
Recapturing is taking what somebody stole from you,
What you already owned,
what you
what
already
you
own.
what you owned, and you're
Hmm.
getting it back.
That's
So
right.
now, if we take that and we take seized,
Hmm.
seized would mean we take it back and then the government holds it for like 2 decades until they decide what. It's not in our hands. It's not in the people's hands. That at least is my thought on it. I'm not sure if you guys agree. Seizing to me would be something a cop would do, right? I'm going to seize this prisoner, and now it's a prisoner. He's got to be in jail, right? Now the law has to take care of it. No. Recapturing is not, it doesn't sound lawful. It sounds good. It sounds like the right thing to do. We're going to take our money back because it's ours, not yours, not Biden's, not Nancy Pelosi's, not Talib, not Omar's, not AOC's, not Obama, not these people that made, maybe even JD Vance, that made money on Netflix
Hmm.
because they did it to Bitcoin. I think he took, I think it was like 200,000 worth of Bitcoin. Did I hear? Um, and he's trying to, so monetizing that would be like about 17 billion. So he seized, recaptured 17 billion in criminal activity. They didn't say if it was government or not, but they did say um that they took money back from the cartels. Say that again. The one lawmaker said that they didn't want the tunnels to be destroyed,
Rashid Tlaib.
right?
Hmm.
But yet, let me see if I
So
have that.
what I found what AOC actually did.
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
what?
She her her aide, her aide was an illegal immigrant who self-deported back to Colombia about her, because of the question they were questioning her about her employment.
Yeah, we
So she was a
Omar,
Colombian.
Elon Omar,
AOC.
and AOC. So they both
Yeah, she
self-deported.
no AOC is the one that's in trouble for hiring illegal aliens. Rashid Tlaib is the one that voted against the tunnels.
No, I know, and I'm talking about Elon Omar. One of her staff did it too. They self-deported.
Oh, geez. Look at that. Gee, who would have thought?
Something
Who
happened.
would have freaking thought? God, these people.
Financial and material assets repossessed from fraudulent racketeering operations of the international banking cartel. Recaptured assets. That's what's on this government's site. It might be the Dodge site for all I know, but it says real time running total. And I don't. If Alan was on here, I'm sure he would tell me how old this. It didn't look old. There wasn't many watches, but this guy was extreme. Alan Friday, very interesting stuff. I hope I did some justice explaining it. But if you don't get okay, they went into audit Fort Knox in the 1950s.
Mm,
And they counted how much was there. It was like 147 million or something. It was obviously less.
pounds or something like that.
And then they went in the 70s and there was no numbers. Nothing came out. They audited Fort Knox in the 70s,
Yeah, it's all there.
told us nothing. Right. Right? Now, Joe, do you remember what I told you was built in the 70s? It was started around the year I was born. It started in New York. It was a big building that no longer exists, a couple buildings there.
Ah, World Trade Center. I mean, do you think they took it out then?
Something, well, yeah, Building 7. Conspiracists believe that Building 7
It had
contained,
all
and it was the
gold.
last to blow. It was the last to fall down, and it was obviously
Right, right, right,
not
right, right, right.
demolition. You could even see it was
I
obviously
do remember that.
demolition, but
Hmm.
late. It didn't go off right or something. I don't know what they did wrong with that. So how are they going to fix all this being that if whatever's in Fort Knox is $42? See, there are some laws, maybe still maritime, that Trump and Q have to follow. I never followed Q, but they're there. They're the high, that's military. That's all they are, people. Military with the highest clearance. Do you know anybody in the military or even in the police force don't even talk about their cases a lot of times? The military doesn't say a fucking word to you. It could be your husband. He's not going to tell you for your safety, not even his.
That's right. You just never know.
I love my vets, man. I took care of my vets. I loved them, loved them. I still love them till this day, including you.
Yeah.
We also have that debt clock. I don't know if I took anything about that, but he did mention it, and I think what he meant is if the dollar was going to be backed again, then we'd have to make up for all the trillions that we are in debt for, which I don't know. Was it? I always thought it was like already in the 40s, but somebody's
33, I think it's 33 trillion,
33,
isn't it? 32 trillion.
23,
Or
whatever it is,
yeah,
it's a
it's
lot of freaking money.
a lot.
And until we pay that trillions of dollars back, oh my God, I'm actually understanding this. Um, our
They
dollar
hold sway.
worth a dollar.
Right. And they hold sway over us because we
Who?
owe them money. They hold sway over us.
Yeah, but they owe us money too.
Exactly.
It doesn't
So are
make
they going to pay
sense.
us? Will they
You
ever
know,
pay us? That's the thing.
you know who the trillions are. It's the cabal, the Illuminati.
Right.
Those are the ones that had the $21 trillion or 25 or 33, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The Federal Reserve, 33 Liberty. That's around a few places, by the way. 33 is the age of Jesus when he was crucified, correct?
Yeah. 33 to 36, somewhere in there, I thought.
33. It's
I don't know.
33.
Okay. I'll believe you on that one.
Well, it's also what the Masonic people mock the most is the number 33. That's why it's on 33 Liberty Street, the Federal Reserve, which they had control of, right? There's more than one Federal Reserve, but New York had one of the biggest and one of the most protected, which is crazy. I don't know how they. All right. So we told our jokes. We gave a bunch of news out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liberty. Yeah, it is 33 Liberty Street. Just double check it. And they always they make fun of the Ivanka's husband because I think he owned building 666 in Manhattan. Something.
About Manhattan.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah, in city. I don't remember what Trump's address is actually. I've been
This
in
is
that
so
area.
big.
Don't know if I've ever passed it, to be honest. I must have passed it. God knows.
Yeah.
I worked all over.
I don't think I'll ever go. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a big place, man.
It's not actually. It's very small. Manhattan
Yeah.
is very
No
small.
thanks, man. Yeah.
Brooklyn is
Real
very
small.
big.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx. Bronx is huge. Bronx is the only one that's has somewhat of land. It's land bound. The rest are islands. It's
I know I wouldn't go
I'll
now,
take you there
though.
one day.
Well, but
No,
not
after
right
Trump.
now. All
Yeah, well, after you retire, we'll go.
right.
I was
Okay.
talking, there's a nurse in my doctor's office, and she's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And she was like, I love it there. I can't help it. I love the city. I'm here because my family wanted to raise a family, right? My
Mm,
husband and I, and we came here. We wanted out of the city for that. I get that. People leave the
mm.
city because of the kids a lot of times. But she goes, I have a vacation coming up and I want to go there for vacation. Some people, I still consider New York my home. Um, and I'm not afraid of it, like
Well, you were
many
born and
people.
raised there. That's why. It's your home.
Yeah,
You know your home.
seriously, I've been in such predicaments, my friend. It's like a lot of people have. I'm not trying to compare,
Right.
but it's
We've
you
all
could
been where
you
we've
could
been.
go across the street and get hit by a bus. What the hell
Uh,
is the difference?
in any town, any city.
Look at all
I
these
could.
freaking planes. My husband is flying
There you go,
home
right
in
there.
a few hours. I am stressed, but I think I did okay. You did really good today, Joe. Thank you.
People on the planes really get stressed though when they take off.
He had some surgery too, and my husband
Ooh,
has to take Plavix, which is a blood thinner because of an aneurysm, a fake aneurysm behind his left knee. And
yeah. Ugh.
he woke up in a pool of blood, the poor man. So he had to even change his flight so he could just he was I don't know. I hope he makes it home all right. I'm so worried about him. So guys, pray, please.
Oh, at the
And
pressure. Yeah, that's yeah. You don't want to fly with.
oh yeah, I'm afraid. And I mean, it was surgery. Uh, he had surgery in his mouth, and it was so
Yeah.
bad that he had got bruised. I told you we didn't have great dental work, but both of us had trouble. Like his dentist started to give up. Like what the hell? Just can you clean our teeth, please? I've asked for a hygienist cleaning, And I guess because they didn't book it as such, he did it, and all he did was filed my teeth. I was like, what the fuck was that? I'm
Yeah.
telling you, they're late. If you don't tell them what to do,
Yeah. You have to tell them exactly what you want done. Otherwise, they do what they think they want to do
it's like they're
and then
getting
charge
paid
you
for it.
and then say, well, you got to come
And they
back
get
for the
paid a
other.
lot, doctors.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah,
They're they're not they're not on your side anymore.
they are not.
Mhm.
My doctor is great though. Uh, I have to find a new dentist, but I'm gonna wait till I move, I suppose.
I need
I'm
to
pretty
find
good
one.
for now. Still need
I
a
need to
few
find
things
one.
done. Unbelievable, people, but keep the faith. Trump is giving us money back. You're not going to get 5 or 10 or 15,000. You're going to get hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, it's going to be more than
Okay.
five.
You're not going to get more than 500,000 on if you made like, you know, 100, even 100,000 a year. See, it's different all over the world. It's really, and it's very different even in this country.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't compare with the prices in Florida, New York, and California as compared to like what, Indiana or New Mexico even.
right. You just can't.
I mean, just rent alone. Rent. 3,000, some people pay $3,000 for like 400 square feet.
You know,
That's
when
a
you saw that
bathroom, a
when that
kitchen, and a bed.
you showed that apartment in New York for I mean it was oh my God, it was just like it was very, very thin
Oh, the
walking
tiny
through that.
apartments.
Yeah, for 550,000, $5,000 a month or something like that. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, New York City, if you want to
Yeah.
work where you live
Mhm.
and live where you, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was
Four, five,
insane.
600 square feet for 3, 4,000, $5,000.
That
Sure.
was insane.
Because everything, the property tax, everything,
Mhm.
property tax. He's gonna get rid of that. He's gonna get rid of income tax.
Get rid of that property tax. Fuck
And
yeah.
believe me, you're gonna see that it's just not all about the money. And that, my friends, my loves, I swear to you, that is the best feeling in the world. When you learn that stress is gonna come off of you. And not just because of money, because of evolution that is far behind. That
Right.
we are so late to evolve. Um, that we're gonna just burst when it happens. It's gonna
Life,
be quick.
liberty, and
It's
the
gonna be
pursuit of
fast.
happiness. That's what it's
And we've
about.
been missing that,
Yes, we have.
all of it, to be
Hmm.
honest. All right, are we done then?
We are covered a
Poker,
lot.
you want to say goodbye? No, Poker's passed out. I'm gonna leave him passed out, folks.
He was
Probably
tired.
having a,
He's a tired puppy.
well, he ate all those cookies, but
Oh,
we
that
did
made
good
him really
tonight.
tired. Yeah, tummy makes him tired. Go to sleep now. Love
Take care, all. I hope I explained
you
well.
guys.
Joe, you did a good
Think
job as
so, Ann?
always. Love you,
Thanks.
folks.